Good evening, guys. Today we will start with a session called as Java. Let's start with something called as a small code where we can just print hello. That's it. Just to print hello. See, when you want to print something in Java or a text in Java, let it be a string. When you want to print a string, let's suppose the string is hello. Now, when you talk about programming languages, when you want to teach programming language, when you want to learn programming languages, it is something like learning a new real languages. Example, I want to teach you Telugu, like in Telugu there is a statement called as Annam Tinnava. But the thing is, when I speak this, nobody understands. It's because they don't know what is Telugu. So if I say Annam means khana or a food, Dinner means you had your dinner or lunch. It's something like I'm explaining each and every word there. That means explaining each and every word, they will convert that word into a normal word. As an example, if I say annam, you will try to convert that annam into an English word, that is food. In the same way, when Java try to convert the keywords, it can only convert the keyword which Java knows, and those are called as keywords. When you talk about some words which Java doesn't understand, example hello. Hello cannot be understood by Java. So what we have to do? The things which Java should not convert, we have to put it into double quotes. This means Java will not try to convert this statement or this word. It is string. Now when you talk about any printing, if I want to print this, I'm giving some work to some person. In the same way, in Java, all the things are done by functions or methods. If you want to do something, you have to use methods. That means there should be some method which will print this thing, and there's a method. And the method which will print my statement is print. So the work of print is to print. It's a method, so we have to use brackets. And again, after every statement in Java, you have to give semicolon. Now the problem is methods are things which belongs to some object or some class, because methods are of two types. One is static methods, second is dynamic methods. When you talk about static methods belongs to class. Non-static method belongs to objects. And this print is a non-static method which belongs to object. If you want to use this method, you have to use object name. And the object name which has print is out. It's something like you have to print. Where to print? An output device. Now this output device belongs to something, and the thing which has that output device is called a system. In different sense, this out object belongs to a class called as system. So you have now you have print with out with system. That means system.out.println print with an hello statement. Now here system is a class, out is an object, print is a method, and here this hello is string. We are printing string. The thing is, when you want to do anything in Java or in any programming standard language, you require a function which will execute my statements, and the function which execute all these statements, and the first function which Java execute is main function or main method. That means whenever you want to use some methods or if you want to execute anything, you have to execute main function or main method. That means you have to use main method. Now the problem is this main method will always, as the method says, it will always return some value. It can be an int value, it can be a string value, it can be null value. And the null value we can define using void, because I don't want any output from them. Second thing, if you want to call some method, you always require object. That means to call a method, you require object, and to create an object, you require method. We have a dependency here. So to break this dependency, we can use a static method, which says you don't have to go for any, you don't have to create any object to call main function. You can directly call main function using class name, because static methods belongs to class. And I want this function to be accessible from anywhere, so we require public. And then define a method, you have to go for curly braces. This is our program. But the thing is, what oops says everything should be in a block, and that block is class. So if you want to do anything, you have to define a class. And in short, we can define a class here. So class demo, and you have to give everything in blocks. And by doing this, you have actually completed your first Java code to print hello. Just you have to compile it, you have to execute it, you will get hello. It's as simple.